Alright folks, welcome back to For Johan. Let's see how we've been doing since you were last with us. There's the tactics for today. We have an enforced change early for Mitchell Dijk's suspension, so he's not going to play. But anyway, we're checking out the results. So, since you were last with us, who did we beat? We beat Natch, and we've only played a few games. We've recorded wins in the majority of them. There's a big red there. They were 3-0 reverse at Zwolle. Absolute nonsense. Statistically, we just didn't hit the target enough. They scored 3 late goals when we were pushing, and the game just sort of ran away from us. We just lost our heads, I think. Terrible performance by Sim de Jong, so he's been dropped recently just based on this. Saved us a week in wages, though. And we gave a warning out to Matthijs de Ligt, who apparently appreciated that, and he's redoubled his efforts in training. So, great stuff. Great to see that kind of discipline. The players appreciating it a little bit. Other than that, though, we did go through against Basel. No big surprise, no shocks at all. We also comfortably dispatched with Roda and 20. 20 was a difficult game, but we did come through it. Mainly because without Younes, we had to play Clivert, and then he scored and then got injured straight away. So we had to bring Younes on. He wasn't quite fit, but we didn't really have another option. So that's the state of play. We played Den Haag. We are still second because we lost to Zwolle. We would have gone top of the league if we'd beaten Zwolle, but we didn't. So we're second. If we beat Den Haag today, we will go top. So hopefully we can do. It's going to be tough because that's the game, isn't it? Who knew football was tough? I think we're going to get... Where is he? We're going to get... I almost left him out. Veltman, my big man. We're going to get Veltman back involved today. He is obviously first choice right back. Do we go with Viergever? I think we go with Viergever, actually, just because of his tactical familiarity. Even if he only lasts 20 minutes, he's just more suitable in regards to the team. So that's how we're going to kick off. Let's hope we can get a win over Den Haag and get a bit of revenge on what they dished out to us early on in the season. I'll meet you pitch side. There we go then. So there's the teams. They're big men, Alkeati and Becker. And if you remember, we did cover this game in the opening game, in the first opening stages of the season, and we lost 1-0. Didn't deserve to, but we did. And that's how it is. So let's get no real effect from the assistants. Have a bit of a chat with the media. Longer than I'd like. Let's kick off. So we're going left to right. They're going right to left. Red and white versus green and yellow. Early chance then, Nouri is benefiting from Sim de Jong's dropping. There's Schöne to Van der Beek. Dolberg has a go from distance. Can't tell if that was saved onto the post, but it certainly struck the beam and comes away. Great strike from Dolberg. Unfortunate to see it come away like that. Would have been a great start for us. All in all, we're not as in control of this game as we normally would be. So... obviously, Den Haag are flying high. There can be no doubt about that. It's a corner ball. Nouri will take it. Gives it to Younes. And Younes went over. Well, I mean, it's still rising, I think. It wasn't far away, but it's still rising. Another corner. This time from the other side. Nouri crosses. De Ligt loses out. Dolberg will come and try and bring it back in. He finds Verber, who gives it back to Dolberg. He's tackled, and now can Den Haag break? They've only really got the one man in support, and that is Alkeati. Excuse me, I must be losing my voice. It's the tension. Where are they going with this? So now they've got men in support. They're out wide. This is where they become a problem for us, and it's one of those crosses that is a shot, effectively. He certainly didn't mean that. I'm sure he didn't mean that, because no one's going to shoot from that distance. Well, that angle, at least. Crossed in, De Ligt wins the ball comfortably, and Viergever will recover. So all in all, I think we should have taken one of the chances, although they've been range strikes. Nouri will take another corner. We're getting chances from corners, or at least we're getting highlights from corners. David Neres loses out, but that's a ball to nothing. It just about stays in play with Schöne, who's back in the team after he withdrew his transfer. Well, he said he was happy to stay at the club, so he's back in the team. Van der Beek gives it to Viergever, to Younes. Back to Van der Beek. Goes looking for David Neres. Crosses Dolberg. I thought he was going to be there, but Amin Younes buries with an assist from Dolberg. I thought Dolberg was just going to slot into the open net, but he didn't. He had to recover the ball and cross it back for his teammate unselfishly. Very well done. That's a great ball. Wonderful ball by Van der Beek. That's the one there. I thought it was a simple tap in, and then Younes just lashed it into the top corner. 41 minutes, few minutes to go till half time. We have the lead. We have top spot, and that's key. Here's Schöne to David Neres, still before half-time now. Van der Beek has a strike, it's well saved, and it goes behind for another corner. We've had lots of corners, lots of possession, lots of tactics. We've always got tactics. As you know, the board are unhappy with how many times I've changed the tactics, but we've settled now on a system, and it seems to be paying off. So if you're struggling in FM, stick with your system. Don't keep doing what I do and keep changing it. So that's half-time, then you can see there, Den Haag need to calm down. They're losing control. So here we go, the second half. Let's hope we continue in the same vein. And, well, take top spot. Taking top spot, I think I thought I'd given it up. I think at one point we were 12 points behind. I know for a team like Ajax in the Eredivisie, that's probably not as vast as it could otherwise be in maybe the Premier League or La Liga or Serie A. But it's 12 points. You know, the team at the top who's picked up that extra 12 points is top for a reason. They're winning games. So, yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Let's get De Jong on. Let's see if he can work his way back into the team. Get Nuri off. That's an injury to David Neres. We don't know what that is, so let's get into the tactics. Let's have a quick look there. It's a potential foot injury straight off, so that could be a broken foot. That'll be very unfortunate. That'll be ghastly. So we'll get Vaclav Černý on. Yeah, well, I was tempted to put Černý on the left, but it seems that works better. So we'll go with that. Černý replacing David Neres. Now, it'd be unfortunate if David Neres is out for any significant time because he's actually been excellent. I completely blew past him when I did my initial squad review, but all things considered, that was one off the bar. That should have been really. We've absolutely dominated this game in terms of realistic quality chances, but we've not taken them, and that's a concern. Den Haag, as I say, top for a reason at this stage. And Dolberg, he misses one. He should have easily put that one in. There's no excuse for that one. He may be hitting the post a couple of times with other strikes, but that one should have been bulging into the back of the net. But as it was not. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring on Sinkgraven for Schöne, and we'll hopefully see out the final 10 minutes of this game. It's going to be Černý over this free kick. Gives it to Young. Dolberg this time, he does find the back of the net. Makes the point safe. And Ajax are storming to the top of the league. Ignore that 3-0 defeat to Zwolle. We won't put that on the season DVD. But this is a remarkable turnaround of fortune. That's a great strike. Lovely little flick by De Jong on from Černy's free kick. And we suddenly, out of absolutely nowhere, from being in 11th place, facing player revolt after player revolt, we're starting to feel unified and turn the corner, and we may well be finding ourselves Dutch champions for the first time in 3 years. Van der Beek, that's not far away. We've absolutely crushed Den Haag, really. And that, yes, you'd expect us to do that with the difference in quality of the players, but as a team, we're some way short. We've been some way short. We aren't short any longer. Well done. We're back on top of the table. It's where we deserve to be in recent weeks. Fantastic stuff. Top of the Eredivisie. 3 points clear over Feyenoord. They have a game in hand. 3 points, massive goal difference swing over Den Haag rather. But top of the league. You can see player chemistry as well. It's now average. It was all the way sort of just underneath the... I haven't got the mouse cursor on here, but you can't see where I'm pointing. But it was just below the A of manager. And it was questionable at best. But we're sorting it out. It's average now. We're starting to head towards the green section. That's where we want it. Happy camp, happy players, happy football. David Neres... pulled ankle. It's not too bad. 2 weeks, we can cope with that. We've got some big games coming up, but that's probably the hardest one. We've played Feyenoord, we've played Den Haag. Now we've just got to finish off the rest of the teams. And you look down that list, apart from PSV away, you probably say all those games you'd expect us to win. I hope we will. We've got Nice in the Europa League, so wouldn't it be nice to see them again? Yeah, Nice, nice. Anyway, so we'll see them again, but we're focused on the league. I think what I'll do, having said that, is I'll come back for the second leg of the Nice game, and we'll try and do a double header with the Sparta game to see if we can improve our. I was going to say improve our way forward. We've only lost one away game in the last few weeks, so yeah, we'll see if we can improve. So I'll see you then for that second leg. Hopefully we can crack on and keep the wins coming. Do leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for far more. I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.